What is going on, FitFam? I just went out and did a huge grocery haul, so I thought I would show you all the things that I got and kind of explain my thought process behind how I put my meals together and the kinds of things that I make sure that I grab when I'm grocery shopping. So the way that I look at getting my groceries is that there's 5 main categories: proteins, starchy carbs, healthy fats, fruits and veggies, and then all the kind of additional miscellaneous stuff that gives food flavor. So I'm gonna show you each of those categories. I'm gonna give you my best nutrition tips so that you can get the same stuff and make the same healthy food and get those gains with me. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna start with the proteins. Here I have a bunch of organic chicken breast and some organic beef. I really don't actually eat very much red meat. However, here I found this really good store that has organic animal products. Then I have a whole bunch of organic eggs, which I get from the same great organic store. This is one of my favorites, already peeled shrimp. So it's frozen, and then all you gotta do is just throw it into your meals. Then I also have a vegan source of protein. So this tofu I really like. It's a silken tofu, extra firm tofu. So that's different than normal tofu. But what I really like about it, it is very low in calories, low in fat, but really high in proteins. All right, that is it for the protein. So next we're gonna look at our starchy carbs. So I went ahead and got a bunch of whole wheat pasta. Don't think that you have to give up eating pasta if you wanna be fit. You can actually totally fit it into your calories, no problem. The thing you do obviously wanna be mindful of though, is that you're eating a whole wheat pasta, because that means it's natural. Whereas when you're getting a white pasta, that means that it's been refined. So a lot of the nutrients have been taken out. Then I have a bunch of brown rice. I love rice. I just pretty much usually batch prepare it and then I can just throw it into my meals. Very convenient. I have a bunch of black beans, which is definitely my favorite bean by far. Unfortunately, here in Mexico, they are everywhere, as well as lentils. So I can't find lentils here that are already prepared like this. So I just buy them dry. Lentils are hands down the best source of protein from plants, because 1 cup of cooked lentils is like 40 grams of carbs, but 20 grams of protein. So that's a really, really good ratio that you're not really gonna find with any other carbs. And then I just have a ton of potatoes down here. And last of the starchy carbs, of course, is my rolled oats. Get rolled oats or old-fashioned oats. It's very misconstruing because these oats are just as quick as quick oats, but quick oats have been a little bit more processed and broken down. So personally, I just don't think that they taste as nice. The texture is not the same. So this is definitely my favorite. All right, now we're gonna look at my healthy fats. So I just got some more olive oil because I was running out of that. Then I got some pesto. Pesto is one of my favorite things to have on hand to just pretty much throw into really anything. It's obviously going to make it taste really good. A little bit goes a really, really long way. So it's super good for your macros and to still make delicious food. Then I have some goat cheese. Then I have some tahini, which is another one of my favorite fats to have on hand to just kind of make a tahini sauce. And the very last one is peanut butter. Natural peanut butter, of course. Make sure you always check the ingredients list, because most peanut butters out there are full of nasty ingredients that you do not need, like artificial oil, salt, and sugar. And then this, I mean, technically it's a fat, but it's actually just a cooking spray, so it's not like you're using it in huge quantities, but I love it because it's a coconut oil cooking spray. Do try your best to find an oil that's something that is an actual real food that you recognize. So something like coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, something that actually comes from a whole food, because otherwise it means it's really, really processed, and that kind of processed oil is so bad for your body. All right, now we're gonna look at the fruits and veggies. So I've got a bunch of red bell peppers because I'm planning on making a bunch of stir fries. I always have lots of tomatoes on hand, and I got a big bag of mushrooms. I love mushrooms so much. And this is super convenient. My grocery store doesn't always have these, but it's just these bags of ready to go, either spinach or kale. This one is kale, but it's already chopped up, it's already washed, so it just makes it really, really easy. And it's such a good hack to get more greens in your diet, because you literally just throw in a handful into whatever it is that you're cooking. Boom, you've got more greens in your food without doing any prep. On that same wavelength, I have these bad boys. So this is broccoli florets that are already chopped, already washed. It just makes it easier in your food prep. Then I just got a couple of onions, some garlic. I'm also obsessed with limes because limes give your food and drinks, for that matter, so much natural flavor without adding in any calories. Then I just got some fruits. I got some blackberries, bunch of apples, and then of course I have tons of bananas because my life would not be complete without bananas. And then lastly, I just have a bunch of green onions, which is one of my favorite things to have on hand. Chopping up a bunch of diced green onions and pretty much throwing it on top of any kind of like lunch or dinner that I make. So now I just have a couple little miscellaneous things that are part of the flavoring of foods. I try to keep it as natural as possible. Tomato paste is a great way to add a lot of flavor into your food. Just a tablespoon or two goes a really, really long way. I have my natural sweeteners, so I use a lot of honey, but today at my grocery store, I realized that they actually do sell maple syrup for a pretty affordable price. Before, I was never able to find it for cheap, so I definitely got my hands on some of that. Gotta represent the homeland, you know what I'm saying? Canada up in here. So maple syrup and honey is a great way to add in natural sweetness to your food. I have some vegetable stock, which is great. I just like to have a couple boxes on hand for when I make things that are like stews or soups. Then I just got a huge bag of sea salt. When it comes to your salt as well, you can get table salt, which is kind of salt that is artificially made in factories, or you can get salt that actually comes from nature. So like pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. Table salt is artificial, it's processed, so it doesn't have any of the natural nutrients that you get from salts that are natural. Stick with a pink Himalayan salt or a sea salt because you're going to be getting still the natural nutrients that these salts have, in addition to still getting the saltiness. So there you have it. That is one of my typical grocery hauls. I hope you found this video helpful, FitFam. If you want to know exactly the kinds of foods that I eat to burn fat and build muscle, make sure you check out the free guide that I made for you, the Fitness Freedom Game Plan. Inside, I have follow-along workouts for every level, whether you're a beginner using your body weight, advanced body weight, or if you are training with dumbbells. And then I have meal plans for everyone that are super easy to make, but the food is delicious. And as long as you eat this way, you're gonna see just how easy it is to eat really, really good quality food that's gonna make burning fat and building muscle so easy for you while still really enjoying what you actually eat. So make sure you check that out. Click on the link below and it's gonna take you right to where you can download it for free. So get your hands on that. Thanks so much, FitFam, and as always, keep crushing.